Hey guys, it's Shady Man here, and today I'll be doing one which is a pretty cool one, which is kind of after Grimm and the Servo craze. Not after, but one that really made people love. This is a really good one that people love and probably lots of people have. This is Strawman, who has Servo, just like Grimm. But this guy is 6.6 feet tall up to the tippy top of his hat. He turns side to side, kind of like Hops the zombie from Halloween costumes, but this is the one before him, so yeah. And yeah, his eyes light up. He has cool I don't know, like straw or rope in his mouth. I don't know. I'll stop laughing. I'll get into the boxing because this guy is awesome. First, we got his instructions. Plain instructions. You know how they are. First we got like his waist rope here, and this is real rope. This is really like kind of like Messing Molly or the other ones that like hang, but just smaller. Pretty. You just tie around his waist. Um, Next we got his clothes. Well, this is his pants here. And I really like how they have like this here. You see, it's like they stitched it on, because they're old. You also got the fake hay at the bottom, just like how every scarecrow has. We got his shirt. Yeah. This is his shirt here. Really nice. Has buttons in the front and more straw in the front. Again with straw on the sides. Pretty cool. We got something I'm gonna be wearing. His hat with straw. Yes, he is bald. And it does have a wire inside. Oh yeah, how about look? I'm gonna wear it now. We got his like neck piece, ruffle if you want to say. I don't know. We got his foam, like leg foam. Adapter, the life machine. Might as well do the head. Yes, it's latex. Here he is. Look at him. He's really cool. I love the like texture on him. Look at that. You can see the string. There he is. Yes, he's bald. Gotta say. Unlike me, I'm not bald because I got the drip. Put him down there. What else we got? Here's a shoulder, also neck, servo piece. His shoulders and chest piece, if you want to say. Okay, hold on. I gotta take this off. It's so annoying. Yes, there's a metal thing in there, but here's this other leg piece. Here's his arms, which are sculpted really cool. Like, look at this. Like, they did not have to like do this full thing, kind of like Bog Zombie, but they did. Which I'm very glad because that looks really cool. Like, even like all the little marks on it are really cool, gotta say. Really cool. You even got the other one, same thing. Literally, just like a copy and paste. But you know what? They're so cool. I love them. I love all the detail they put into them. We got his. Whoop. That was scary. Anywho, boo. That's all. Shaboo. We got another shaboo. A little dirty. Little knees and legs. These ones are longer than some of the other ones I've seen. Much longer than others. More poles. Put those down there. His mechanism. Really weirdly shaped, but also like hops. As you see, it has like the tilting mechanism. You can see also plastic covered there. Look at that though. That looks really cool. Put that right there. And finally, we have his base right here. Some bases they're all different because some of them, obviously, some have this, but some of them are heavier than others. That one's heavy for some reason, but there are other ones that are lighter than others. Like Experimental Eddie, who has the wooden base, is much lighter, even though it's made out of wood. I do not know. All right. I know I'm taking a seat. We're gonna now set him up now. So, shoes, put them on first. You just slide them on. As you can see, you have a wide range of like stance you can do for the shoes. They just slide right on. Pretty easy. Next would be the bend. The ones that bend, B and B, they just on. Snap those on. 1, 2, like that. All right, now you gotta do these other pieces, C and C. You just snap like so. Boom. Now, leg pieces or leg foam, they just go on. I know they're very messed up, but that's how you gotta put them away every year. I like how the shoe, since the open hole, they just slide in a little bit. Nice, you know. You just slide there, so you can easily get here. Next, put on his pants. They just slide over. But you gotta be slow so they don't rip, because if they ripped, that'd be bad. So you wanna have this piece right here in the front. Oh boy, a little windy. Yeah, it's alright though. Alright. And you just slide over like that. And look at that. And then you gotta do the other one like so. Again, you gotta be careful so it doesn't rip. And then you just find the end and you just have that out like that. There we are. What was I gonna say? All right, it's a good time now. Mechanism time. This is the fun part and the most stressful part because you got big piece you gotta put on while also trying to put on 2 snap locks, which actually wasn't that bad. Yippee! All right, just put it over the hoop. There you are. Pretty simple. Next, you'd want to do his shoulders here, and this like T underlined, not underlined, like upside down T goes in the front like this. Got to bend it a bit. Boop. There you are. So it creates the shape a bit. Oh wait. Wait. Never mind. They don't really show it well in the instructions. It's the opposite? No, I was right, because this open hole has to go in the front. They don't show it that great in the instructions. It's really weird in the instructions. It makes it look like it goes behind. But no, it does not. Because it would be hidden the box here if it went behind. Yeah, it's really hard to see, but luckily I'm smart and I know which way it goes. Alright, next you got his shirt. You just slide it over. Like this. A little tricky. There we are. Okay, like that. Should have it down. Then what you want to do is put on this small pole labeled F, and you just put it right there, tiny snap lock. Then bring up the shirt, just like this. And put the Velcro on so it stays. And then what you want to do next is put on the arms. So K and J. JK. This part's a little frustrating because the hay gets in the way. I'm rhyming like Dr. Seuss. Alright, okay. There we are. As you can see, this is very hard. Because the straw gets in the way while you're trying to pull it up. And then also you gotta find in the midst of the corn, you gotta find Velcro. Like that. There. And then you just put the fork in the main body area. Put like Alright, there we are. Ta-da. On. I should probably move it back. There you are. And then same thing. Yay, we gotta do it again. Gotta put it. Should be easier, but maybe not. The thing that makes it hard is that the fake straw gets in the way. On. There we are. That was actually easier than the one before. Velcro? Oh. And find the hook again and just put it through. Boom. Like that. On. Okay. Ta-da. Now, we gotta put on the head, pretty sure. Well, actually, no. We put on this, his neck piece. And then we put on the head. Well, before we actually put on the head, we gotta unscrew this piece here. How much more? How long? Oh my god, his neck is so long. Oh, the butt. Huh? Okay. Now this is the very hard part. I have to put this piece back in while his head and the area that I have to put it back in, it's plastic. So this is probably going to take about 5 minutes. I can't even put his head down. Ay, ay, ay. I should just. No! Where'd it go? Oh, I dropped it. Okay, that would have been very bad. That could have gone much worse. All I need to do is just put it in a bit. But I can't really, because the head mold is not good for my big fingers. Oh, I dropped it again. Oh, if you want to know what I'm trying to do, this piece right here, I'm trying to put it in. It's so hard to put in. Put in a single tiny piece. I can't do it. I'm trying to fight off his latex while also trying to fight his plastic head mold. Okay, finally. Yay, now I gotta do a very awkward thing now. There we are. Look at that. I did it. And then you just put on his Velcro. Oh wait, it's backwards. Yoink. And boop. Look at that. There we are. Look at him. He's so happy. He's a very happy guy. Why? Probably because he killed someone. I don't know. Alright. Now we gotta put on his hat, which should be Velcro somewhere in here. Which there isn't. Oh, there it is. Alright. And boom. Look at that. Wow, now he looks perfect. Look at that. Look how creepy that guy is. He's very creepy. You can't even see how tall he is. There. He's very tall. Now we gotta do we're gonna put his rope on. Which I'm just gonna let you know I can't really tie a rope. Well, I could tie it, but the way that they have it tied, I can't do it. So I'm just gonna try to make it look cool. How could I like let me retry this. Let me try to have equal. Alright. Now. Boom. What I do? Just go all the way back here. Do a one right there. So look at that. It looks like a bow tie. That's pretty cool. And I'll loop this back. It's like a pretzel. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I made it look like a pretzel. That's better than what it was. Yay. Alright, now I just gotta put that box over there and we should be good to go. Oh wait, no we're not. I gotta plug in the cords also. Okay, well, this will take about like a minute. Plug in the red cord. Boop. Plug in the servo. Done. Okay, now, one thing I gotta say before we plug him in, I don't know how loud he is. So he could be very loud or he could be very quiet. I have no idea. So, alright. 3, 2, 1. That was creepy. Oh.
You aren't afraid of little me, are you? Why, I love this time of year, with the dead leaves all around us, and the darkness wraps around us like a mildewing blanket. Perhaps we could get acquainted while I sharpen my tools.
That's pretty cool.
It's nights like this, when the border between worlds grows thin. You never know what is lurking in the shadows, or right behind you. Stay close and keep your limbs closer. You wouldn't want to lose any.
That's so cool. Don't turn off. Don't turn off.
Did you know that this land is cursed? The original farmer buried his victims in this very field. They say it helped to keep his soil nice and fertilized. Would you care to see where the remains lie?
That's so creepy. That's so creepy.
I've been keeping these tools nice and sharp, just in case the farmer's spirit returns this year. I think he will be very pleased with how I've been running things. And I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see you.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
If you're looking for somewhere safe, you can hide in the hole I dug out back. It's 6 feet deep and very cozy. I'll even tuck you in with a few layers of soil on top to have a nice long rest. I know the worms would appreciate you. You aren't afraid of little me, are you? Why, I love this time of year. With the dead
That's pretty
leaves
cool.
all
I
around
like
us,
that.
and the darkness wraps around us like a mildewing blanket. Perhaps we could get acquainted while I sharpen my tools.
That's creepy. Alright, so there he was. That was the Strawman, or just Strawman, from 2023. This guy's really cool. I love him. He's such a unique idea. The Servo Scarecrow is like, that's just very cool. Love how he looks, love his phrases. Those phrases are A plus. No wait, he wasn't 2023. No, he was 22. I'm sorry, he was 22. That was the year where Spirit Halloween was kind of trash, but there were a lot of good ones. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was wrong. 22. I'm sorry. But there he was, Strawman. This guy was 300 or 330. Well, online we had to pay 330 for him online, but store it says in the box he was 300, which I don't know. 300 300 330. That's a little. I'd probably say maybe like 280, 270. I don't know. He's really cool though. I love him. Very glad I have him because he's just very unique with that movement and just his phrases and the servo. Like, that's so cool. And he's so tall. Look at that, all the way up to the tippy top of his hat there. But he is really cool. I love him. One of my favorite scarecrows, actually. He's my third favorite because of him, Backstraw, and then obviously a 12-foot Inferno, one of the best. But there he was. Yeah. What would I rate him out of 10? And easily 9 out of 10. Really cool. Really, I got no gripes with him. Just the price is a bit But anyway, like, subscribe, share, follow. I don't know. Be part of the fam. So you never miss a video or anything, or short, or whatever. Bye bye.